I'm going to be going live this morning. I got up really excited. Some crazy, crazy things happened recently, and I'm going to go and share them. So I got a little dolled up. One of my new dresses. It's really, really cute. It's got these 3 little sleeves. I don't know if you can see. Sleeve. I love that. It's kind of like the bell sleeve on the end. I ordered these. I don't know. I think they all came out of China, and it feels really silky. I'm sure it's not silk. That's really fun. Hi, Kimmy. Welcome. Okay. Lesson 267. My heart is beating in the peace of God. Surrounding me is all the life that God created in his love. It calls to me in every heartbeat and in every breath, in every action and in every thought. Peace fills my heart and floods my body with the purpose of forgiveness. Now my mind is healed, and all I need to save the world is given me. Each heartbeat brings me peace. Each breath infuses me with strength. I am a messenger of God, directed by his voice, sustained by love in him, and held forever quiet and at peace within his loving arms. Each heartbeat calls his name, and everyone is answered by his voice, assuring me I am at home in him. And then here's the prayer. Let me attend your answer, not my own. Father, my heart is beating at the peace the heart of love created, and it is there and only there that I can be at home. Lesson 267, my heart is beating in the peace of God. There's definitely this place for me, of feeling so connected. Like literally, God is right where I am. You know, that feeling of like dwelling with God. It's just so beautiful. So gorgeous. All right, I'm going to angle this. Something about this, the light in the fall and the wind just hitting the camera. Okay, we'll do the best we can. Good morning, everybody. Great to have you all here. Thank you for the hellos. Thank you for the flowers and the little hearts and the love. It's really sweet. I love when you guys send that stuff. It's so, I know it's so like kind of kitschy, but I love receiving flowers, whether they're emoji flowers or whether they're real flowers. So one of my best girlfriends sends me the most perfect gift last night. She sends me these little, oh my God, this thing is so cute. She sends me a little can of paper clips, and they're all these little colored paper clips that are in the shape of cats. I don't know if it's going to show up the right way or show up backwards. There's a green one. There's a purple one. Oh my God, there's a silver one. There's a black one. And they're all in the shape of cats because she knows I'm obsessed with my cat, Astro. I just thought that was adorable. And then I'm turning 60 in a couple weeks. And she knows that I wanted to spend my birthday in Paris. That's not happening this year. Maybe happening next year. But she got me this journal that says Paris is always a good idea. And I happen to have a painting on the wall that says the same thing. It's a quote by Audrey Hepburn. And it's a little journal. And then this is the card that she sent. I'm not needy, I'm wanty. I thought that was perfect. Very, very fun. Anyway, I love gifts. Very, very fun. I always say that my birthday is my favorite day of the year because I get to talk to all these people that I love, but I also have to admit that I love the gifts. It's my first love language. So there you go. Anyway, okay. Hey, Julie. Let us bring forth beloved Magdalene and see what she has to say. My heart is beating with the peace of God. I love that. All right, here she comes. Greetings, beloved ones. Beloved, there is no aspect of you that is not an embodiment of all the love, all the peace, and all the joy that is that of the creation, that of love itself. So when you know that you are sustained by the love of God, you know that you are held. When you come to realize that the very breath that you breathe is the breath of God breathing you, and you allow yourself to come into very, very conscious contact with your heart, when you allow yourself to engage with the mind of God rather than a fearful egoic mind, when you choose peace over conflict, when you choose love over hate, when you choose to be in harmony rather than disharmony, when you choose to elect the mind of God to register as the only option for you, when you're willing to listen to your guidance, your own higher self, you find that the kingdom of heaven has opened its doors widely for you. And then what you begin to do, beloveds, is to be of the greatest service. The greatest service is where you can look upon another and see yourself in them with love. You look for the good in others. You look for the good in all situations. You realize that any circumstance that's been brought to your door is one that you have called forth for you to remember, for you to attain a state of beingness where you have allowed yourself the very presence of life, the very love of life. And there is a peace that abides within that choice. When you choose to be angry, when you choose to be a victim, when you choose to be fearful, when you choose the darkness over the light, you are merely continuing to play the game. So the question becomes, beloveds, what game do you wish to play? Are you willing to let go of the entire game and to be of highest service that you possibly can to the sonship, to the oneship? It is fine to speak the words and say, this is who I am and this is what I represent. But beloveds, is this truly how you live? Do you choose love first? Or is there an edge of righteousness? Is there an edge of judgment in the way in which you profess to love another? Can you forgive yourself the comparisons that you make, the desires that you have? So Hannah Grace has a sister, and she and her sister could not be more different in their form, and yet they love with a ferocity. And it has taken her many, many years for the two of them to be able to say, I love and support you in all that you do. For there was always a sense of, what is this called? Sibling rivalry. And yet, there has not been a greater love and a greater support that she has found. And within her own family, this is a creation, a co-creation when two beings have said everything that there is to say, and then they are left with the words of, I love you. And they have had a meeting of the minds. They have come together, many efforts. What are the relationships that have been relationships of turmoil for you, beloved ones, where you can make your peace? You will not need to look far. You will be able to forgive so deeply that the remembrance of the supposed wrong is vanquished, it is banished from your consciousness. So allow yourself today, beloved ones, to be in the peace of God, to be in the love of God. Feel your heart beating with God. Feel your mind thinking with God. Feel your very voice being infused with the love of God. Allow your breath to be the breath that God breathes. Allow your movements and your actions to be those that are in concert with the very presence of love. If you knew that every action that you took and every word that you spoke and every thought that you would think was in complete alignment and harmony with that of God, what would you say? How many beings would you tell how deeply you love them? How many people would you celebrate? How often would you be able to look upon yourself and say, I love you? Allow your heart to be burgeoning, beloveds, filled with the love of God and the love of light and the love of life. Choose God in all things, beloved. Choose love in all things. There is always a choice between the shadow and the light, and it is time for you to take your stand and make your choice of which you choose. You have all the support in the universe from us. And call upon us, beloveds, when you forget, when you become confused, when you feel lost, and know that we are indeed here with you always. Blessings to you, precious and beloved beings. And I will speak with you again.